Yeah, that's what. So you have, because Rishabh. That's a good one.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I hope you're editing all of this out. You better not put this in. Seriously.
Sorry, Daddy.
Turn that shit up!
कति बोल्नु बोली त राछौ यता पनि बोली उता पनि बोली
No, the most funny is that त्यसको
अंग्रेजीमा ब्याचलर्स गरेछु
Welcome Neha. Long time coming यो एपिसोड पनि हाम्रो ट्रेडिसनल त्यो कुरा चाहिँ हैन जहिले पनि हामी Anyways,
thank you for having me.
तपाईको हल्का इन्ट्रोडक्सन दिनुस् न. Just a short and sweet one.
Shit.
के भन्नु हुन्छ?
They don't pressurize these
These
short and sweet. These लामो दिनु आडिसकेको थियो
So I'm Neha Gurung Shrestha, and I'm from Darjeeling, but married and moved to Kathmandu, and I live here. I have a dessert brand called Dessert First. I'm a mom, recently new mom.
Congratulations once again.
Thanks. That's it.
Zuri.
Yeah, Zuri. Yeah, she's almost
Zuri.
1, yeah. Perfect.
In the midst of all the chaos.
Yeah.
Right?
In the middle of lockdown. So
Sunday of the okay, Sunday is the tallest flat.
That's the first.
yeah.
Let's
So
just
I have dessert first.
Before we go forward, just dive into whatever you've got.
Yeah, sure, please.
Sharing is finishing.
Dessert first. Can you tell us a little bit more about dessert first?
So dessert first. Yeah. So
like, I remember. Were you working on in there or something?
no, I was working for JWT, which is an ad agency.
Hey.
For about.
Working for?
Animdai was working for another ad agency. अनि हामी चाहिँ we were like rival thing के अनि हामी चाहिँ Mr. and Mrs. Smith. No, but seriously, it was so like because we had like at this one point where we were pitching for the same client, yeah, and same campaign, and like we couldn't talk to each other, okay. And imagine like we discuss creative, कति ideas हरु हैन घर जाँदाखेरि how is it? Idea आयो that type गरिरहेको. So anyways, after that, but I guess both of us are like super foodies. I love desserts. I've been baking since I was a kid, हैन. अनि काठमाडौँमा I noticed that you get अति दामी food के. Go for it. You get अति good food like.
Sorry, it's so distract भयो कि you chunky monkey.
Chunky monkey, dark chocolate cookie.
तपाईको घरमा आएर खाइदिएको यो चाहिँ यस्तो personal favorite हो.
Thanks. And do like how the beauty bloggers do like that.
Yes, Amaro.
So anyways, so don't you guys also feel like that Kathmandu is like such a perfect place to be for a foodie, okay? Because of the expat community or whatever, like the food, everything authentic paune ke, Chinese pounds, Mexican, whatever. But dessert is like that. It's like so half-hearted, okay?
Mexican pounds,
Yeah.
Okay.
There's Casa Mexicana or do not take names.
Dessert चाहिँ
दही नेपालको दही हुन्छ
Raspberry, dahi, fruits. I know.
Tip-top is killing me, Hasna.
Yeah, tip-top is good. Like, but that's Indian. That's a specific category, you know. So I was like, why? Like after dinner, goera like ramro dessert khane thau bhanera. Initially that was the idea, you know. तर अब आँटै आएन के to take a place because Kathmandu is so expensive, right? The rent is ridiculous, like you can't. So I was like, okay, यतिकै try गरौँ भनेर. So I started with these, के chocolate यतिकै, and I used to go to the farmers market, test it out on people. Response was good. अनि मलाई initially baking चाहिँ मलाई आँटै आएन के. I wasn't that confident, and because this chocolate, it's easy, kind of easy to do, okay. So I started just like researching. And त्यति बेला I had a partner when we started Dessert First. So we were doing that. Yeah, go for it. अनि त्यो डिजर्ट्सहरु त्यसरी थाल्दाखेरि फर्स्टमा चकलेट्स मात्रै थाले मैले बेकिङ त मलाई आँटै आएन एन्ड देन लाइक Like I even tried to scout people, okay?
Chocolate bake गर्दैन
No, like you just melt it and set it, right? And it's just a combination. So I feel like hamro flavors are interesting, whatever. And this is like just like a fun thing. Yeah, actually I started this because
What do you call this?
this is called the Oreo Galaxy.
Oreo Galaxy.
Yeah. So बच्चाहरुलाई मन पर्छ भनेर, but then adults also seem to really
Your baby's growing up fat.
Yeah, man. It's already fat. Can have like rotten teeth. No, but the plan is like I'm not going to tell her that we have dessert first. Okay? She's like, oh yeah, somebody we know types and suddenly. So, anyways, this. Where was I?
Sorry.
No, so I tried to scout people because I was not confident in baking. I know. And everyone is like, I approached them. They're like, no, I want to do my own thing. Like, so I was like, okay, try and do manera. Try garera, like these cookies, brownies. It like I've taken like months to like come up with the perfect combination of everything. Okay? And it's to my personal taste, I guess. Like I always think of it as, because I come from an advertising background and marketing. It's like I wouldn't sell something that I won't buy. Okay, the quality has to be good. So if I'm okay buying it, then I'm okay selling it. But I can't just sell someone shitty products, you know. So so testing and everything. So sometimes people are like, why is this not right? Why is that not right? But everything's been developed to a specific taste.
Neha's taste buds.
Neha's taste buds.
Yeah.
So,
no, it's good. Honestly, when the dessert first name, मलाई personally, I don't know about these guys. It's like I'm speaking from. It's a catchy name. Dessert. Some people like to eat their dessert first. त्यस्तो मान्छे हुँदो रहेछ है
हजुर फर्स्टमा त्यो खुल्न अगाडि we had a try out नि हजुर घरमा त्यहाँ
घरमा yeah, you guys had come yeah.
त्यतिखेर म
त्यसले चङ्की मङ्की पनि खाइदिनु
Chunky monkey त्यति बेला
थियो
yeah, that was much later, yeah. Initially it was chocolate.
त्यतिखेर सनिमको फेयरवेल हो कि के पनि थियो जस्तो लाग्यो हैन
I think so. Don't remember.
Talking about Sanim.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congrats on the
master's graduation.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say the girlfriend. Masters.
Yes, masters and girlfriend. Why not? And live. He's acing it, man.
Yeah, like killing
it. So proud of him.
Little known, not little known. Everybody knows it.
Sanim of Pass.
Yeah, like we know through one of our closest mates, Sanim Shrestha. He's kind of famous actually, right? Among our friends, those who know us. Ani Sanim ko bazu ho Kathmandu. Sister-in-law.
Yes, sis.
I know,
yeah.
just
technicalities of it.
Technicality, just get out of the way. Right? But we've known you since college.
Yeah.
So like we met in Bangalore and stuff when we were still right out of high school.
Yeah, that's.
हजुर बेंगलोरमै हुनुहुन्थ्यो.
Yeah.
Anim.
That's how I met Anim.
ए
तपाईँ पनि एमएस पढ्नु भएको नि
Yeah.
Man,
ए हो.
What? No, you guys.
Oh, sorry. I always thought you were studying Rambur first.
MH.
Mount Hermon पढ्नु भएको.
While I studied in St. Helens up till 6th grade,
Yeah.
then I moved to Mount Hermon. But we never met at age.
म थिएन नि.
You were not there. Yeah. Okay.
I just joined 2009-8 मा.
11-12 मात्रै है. Oh, okay.
Same, I'm doing the same route. SAS पढ्यो अनि त्यहाँबाट Mount Hermon 11-12 गऱ्यो. तपाईको like you had like a के भन्छ secure job that you advertising थियो. How did you feel? Didn't like अलिकति fear थिएन when you want अब venture गर्दाखेरि like own business, you know?
Yeah.
All that risk.
It was scary, I guess, but still like can't say like that's scary like actually because we're still privileged, you know. And त्यति बेला like I guess we were living together with in-laws, है. त्यति बेला so that's like really cushy, you know. Like like I mean part of it why I decided to quit of course was ekdam काम was getting very stressful, not really reaching where because I'm like a workaholic, okay? I work very very hard and it's like मैले जतिको इनपुट दिएको I was not getting it back sort of I felt हुन्छ नि so I didn't feel like that much मेरो value भएको जस्तै so at the place I was working although I loved it and all of that I like always want to work but then so I was like okay you know I've been thinking about this let me just try it but then त्यही हो मेरो त्यो I guess I had that privilege no I know that I have a bed to sleep in I have food no matter what at least for some time Isn't that?
This guy is laughing.
Why?
He's laughing at me opening this.
He's trying to be that silent.
He's like, seriously. He's like, seriously, just do it. What the hell?
Right, Chunky Monkey from this was first class somewhere. Up the side.
Guys.
Oh, sorry. Because
we are-
valid हुन्छ अलिक मन दुख्छ नि है
Obviously, because it's not मन दुख्नु भन्दा पनि it's like आफूलाई त्यो हुँदो रहेछ
चित्त बुझ्दैन
चित्त बुझेन come on like it's
हैन सेम थिङ
मन दुख्नु is like you're feeling bad चित्त बुझे is like your expectations
Not
not
satisfied.
met so, I guess not
So
satisfied
you're
yeah.
feeling bad.
So I was feeling bad plus yes the expectations on the so I guess yeah चित्त र मन दुईटै दुईटै yeah but then
खाना र खाना चाहिँ थियो
yeah that's what so you have because Rishabh that's a good one
I'm sorry, Gary, sorry.
okay I hope you're editing all of this out here not for this seriously
Sorry, Daddy.
can we like hashtag this chana ra khana
I know because you were saying अब खुसी भयो घरमा
yeah it is because come on guys everyone you have that privilege right you can't deny that no you have that
Comfort zone.
pachadi in the back of your mind you know you're comfortable so you kind of like do things I don't know like I feel like even for this podcast right like you guys decided to because you know back of your head you are secure somewhere no like I mean you might not want to admit it but then like I don't mean to offend but then that's what I'm trying to say
Hey, no offense.
no offense no hard feelings
चित्त दुखेको छैन
no feelings okay
तर मेनली त तपाईँ त झन् अब नेपाली नै भए पनि तपाईँ इन्डियन नेपाली छ नि त खासमा अन्त अब यता मुभ गर्नु पर्यो होइन काठमाडौँ हाउ वाज द्याट ट्रान्जिसन
it was I don't know man I'm a people
Really?
person so I was okay with it but yeah no matter what jati bhaye pani when you're every day living together with in a household with in-laws who are from a different cultural background it does get to you sometimes and then
द्याट्स एभ्रीबडी स्टोरी
yeah everyone so I guess it's just how much
की कहानी है
it is
Citizenship पाउन कति गाह्रो भयो like is it
यति त इन्डियन नै होइन
yeah I have not given up my citizenship so I keep holding that over on him I'm like
just in case
so you also went through pregnancy during the I mean like labor थियो नि हजुरको like it was peak lockdown नै थियो त्यतिखेर हैन
yeah I was like fully pregnant like fully like literally it was like I was like walking like that like really bad yeah so the lockdown to abo kusto it just happened so suddenly you know like I had gone back home when I was I think 7 months pregnant just like to see my parents and all of that अनि as soon as I landed back in Kathmandu okay like February end then March mid ma the lockdown bhayihalyo हैन so last year this time we were in lockdown already yeah I think exactly around this time
exactly around this time
yeah
तेरो फाइट हुँदैन थियो त्यतिखेर
सकिसक्यो त
सकिसक्यो fight
yeah you had just finished I remember
Yeah,
coming back
yeah.
Kathmandu and watching Divis's fight it was like yeah man intense it was so scary ni? And of course first of all already pregnancy is scary you're gonna have a baby all of that
on top of that extra
Yeah.
factor
yeah and then like John Anim was like my husband is so paranoid he got about the entire thing because you don't know what it is right and त्यति बेला like हुन्छ नि going out to get like groceries everything he's doing and you're like full on sanitize like हुन्छ नि I mean we still do that right त्यो बानी नै गएको छैन
but looking back अहिले
it was I don't know man I think it was a blessing in disguise because like we got to spend so much time because Anim's been working from home since then and he got to spend the time with his daughter growing up and for me also I guess there was no added like after having a baby you have so many visitors no so we didn't have that like
so it was just
nobody
to your
yeah
bubble right as
yeah
as a family
and everything we learned how to like we hacked everything everything we just googled like there was no grandma there was no anyone saying like baby like tel launu parcha yo garnu parcha no if like my book doesn't say it I'm not going to do it like huncha ni I also like अब कसरी गर्ने के भ्याउने like you have to like do everything afno you have to take care of yourself you have to take care of the baby house business like how am I going to do everything no but thankfully like I had like friends who lived close by. So this friend of mine, bichara, she came and she lived with me for a month. Yeah, she just like cooked all my meals literally for a month. While as soon as I came back from the hospital, she just cooked all my meals for a month. I'm like so grateful. Okay,
Thanks,
so
friend.
thanks friend, thanks Shreya. Seriously, it's like
Safe to say, we chunky monkey pura payo.
ule khaदैन गुलियो, she doesn't like it.
How do you come up with the names? Eh?
There's a lot of brainstorming that happens because Aneem and I, both of us from marketing background, so we love
really creative, right? In like personality, he draws,
I guess, yeah.
stuff.
Music, like
Music,
everything, yeah. Baby is like
Sunny, this is like
Ani, yeah, that's what. Both of them, they're so musically
Yeah.
inclined, no? The baby is like,
even with the art part, they're both.
I guess so, yeah.
Sunny Ramro art.
I didn't know that he.
Yeah, well, Sunny Ramro was one of the best in our batch.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Then he
cool.
moved to engineering and stuff.
Okay, that's cool.
He's got a good spatial intelligence.
I didn't know about Ashray, man. What a revelation about him. Like,
Ashray.
please shout out to Ashray Dongo. Like, really cool, guys. Support him.
Yeah,
So
wow.
cool.
After his own good, I'm
TikTok में हेरे हुन्छ यार Ashray Dongo.
and plus,
Yeah.
he started to use TikTok and.
Yeah, just recently, right? Hyperreal.
I just he was that like nomad artist. He doesn't want to share his work.
Yeah.
No, I think TikTok
After
is a
the-
good platform for like artists.
After a couple of chows later, he started like, oh fuck this one left, he got everybody, you know, because I remember having this talk with him, yeah. Well, I said, hey bro, you gotta like share your art with others. But you said, it's funny you say that because he was thinking about it, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
I guess
when-
he was not that he didn't feel like
It's not about
confident
confidence,
or
but I
validation
think it was
boy.
just, you know how he is, right? He's in his own bubble too. And as an artist, he doesn't want, like, he doesn't live in the city, per se, like.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
And he has his job, a full-time job. I
full-time
guess.
job. So, but I'm glad he's like coming.
So
up with
cool.
Awesome.
So
work.
cool. I mean, we've commissioned him to make a thing of Zuri, of the baby, because I'm like, why not? Like, crazy, his work is just getting crazier. So cool.
And he lives like an artist also too. Like,
Yeah,
play, like give him own space.
In
त्यसको
nature.
बाजेको पनि, big गरिदिएको छ।
Painting.
Is that the one that he just put up?
No,
online?
that's
Okay.
another-
That's
Okay.
other baje.
Other budget.
Aje looking for bajes and like young kids.
त्यो न्यादी प्रेग्नेन्सी बिरामा हैन नेपालमा लमाज क्लासहरु चाहिँ हुन्छ कि हुँदैन लाइक what sort did you do to make it
Lamaz?
easier नमाज त
Lamaz.
के भने
लमाज चाहिँ
Lamaz. It's a breathing
Yeah.
exercise. I didn't go, man.
did you like what
Or is it exclusive for pregnant women?
Yeah. It's so basically it's like a breathing technique that helps you control pain. Was when you're natural labor, right? So I was like full on like I'm going to do like natural birth, like I'm not going to do like anything, like, and I was like so mentally into it. तर मैले त्यो class गर्नु भ्याएन. I don't think they have lamas. They had like a prenatal class भनेर चाहिँ थियो the hospital मा. So I thought okay, I'm going to try it. But then कहाँ यार, like real life, I have like business, I have so much work, you know. And then lockdown
you were
happened.
working
Lockdown-
like late into your pregnancy too
Yeah. And then of course like up until I went to India and I came back. त्यसपछि त lockdown भयो. Then lockdown मा त अब आफ्नो daily meals, cooking, cleaning, all Anim used to do. So I used to do all the cooking. So it was okay. I mean, I guess like some people have it really difficult. It depends on your body. Some people have very difficult time being pregnant, but for me it was okay because I guess I was like active, no, working like non-stop. I'm on running shoes lagayo, so I would just be doing everything in running shoes, okay? So it's comfortable, no, walking. But then my feet were like croissant, okay? He's like, pusse jane, like literally, it was like a croissant. It was so scary, like. Yeah, but then it's so cool, man. Like the human body, it's crazy. It's like, I feel like it's like we kind of like superheroes. It's like a super suit, okay? You get hurt, it heals. Like you just gotta give it the right nutrition. Like you take care of it. But then yeah, pregnancy was like I have like newfound appreciation for my body. Like earlier on when I was young, like I had like a lot of like I guess eating disorder because I used to be really fat, okay? Because I had like some weird like mental thing. Like high school is all, anyways, it's like how did my tough you're going through like some weird ass emotions. And then I don't know, because like you guys like if you I don't know, like you were in an all boys school. What about you?
All boys boys school, man.
What about you?
Until
All boys school.
MH
So MH is like high school, no? So tara, like I was in MH like right before, like just when I hit puberty, and that's a co-education, and it's like it fucks with you, mentally, like. And you've seen all these movies where you're like high school is supposed to be like this. So then I had this weird so I have developed like this weird body dysmorphia. Okay, I never see myself as the true size I am. Okay, so before pregnancy, so I guess I used to be like small-ish, normal size, but I always thought I was like really fat. Only when I became pregnant, I remember I was like, I don't have to buy any maternity clothes because I'm so like big, like my clothes will just fit. But fuck no, man, nothing fit. Kya? Everything like the button yata jadai najane huncha ni. So like that was like also very interesting experience because like pregnancy, like it really opened up my eyes, like wow, like I can actually, this is big, okay? And now after pregnancy, that again you have this pressure to like become like, because you see all these moms who are like, they look so good, no? After pregnancy, they look thin and they're like thin, like all celebrities, and it's on Instagram, later amplify garasa, social media. So I had this thing like, I need to lose weight. But then like, it's like the body does its own thing, man. So I'm like, I can't force it. Like, there's only so much I can control, no? I can eat, I'll like not go crazy. Like pregnancy is just a cravings, khako chaina. Tara pani like huncha ni, my body is taking time, so it's like learning to be at peace with myself.
While craving.
Kasto khane ta ni. Ani the worst part was like the peak craving time was like lockdown, so you can't eat anything. Everything like we cooked, like we made like samosa dekhi lera pani puri, Japanese, like pizza, we made bread, everything. Whatever I wanted to eat, we just Google it and he'd go get the raw materials and we just cook it at home. So wild. And I've been telling Anim like you should like make an Instagram page with all the food we made that time. It was so cool. Like kati ke banayo tara, I don't know, man. It's just like
how was the samosas?
I got really bad gas. It was not good. Bad acidity. And because that baby is in your stomach, it's pushing on your actual stomach, no? So you get really bad like acidity. There's only so much you can eat. Khanu man lagne, but khane bittikai you're like hygiene, like
That's something three of us will never know, man.
Yeah.
Is what it feels to bear a child.
But you guys definitely have the cravings.
Yeah, and thanks to Dessert First for coming
Clutch.
So thanks, seriously. This is sick. Talk about bestsellers, kyo?
Bestseller, about each category, yeah. I guess Chunky Monkey is something different, so it sells a lot because like this is like the darker version of a choco chip, I know.
The pops, what was that?
Cake pops.
Cake
They are
pops,
also
cake
quite popular.
Cake pops,
So they're basically like lollipop but with cake inside. Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like mini sano cake, just koppai one bite,
Yeah.
And then our mousse cakes are our best sellers. So recently, like I've started like, because of all of this like online area, because my feed is only baking and cakes like that. So I've been doing a lot of like fancier cakes, wedding cakes and like thing. But then yeah, that's interesting.
Sorry.
मेरो अस्ति भर्खर गर्लफ्रेन्डको भाइले पनि हामीले त्यहीबाट अर्डर गरेको थियो नियादीबाट इट वाज गुड म्याम जुसी थियो मलाई मजा आयो
Juicy. That's another thing. Can I please address that? Okay. People have been telling like, Didi cake ekdam juicy banaidinu, okay? And like most of the cakes in Kathmandu are juicy because they put syrup, sugar syrup, wild and dinsa ke unharle त्यो केकमा अनि and it literally like a lot of bakeries, local bakeries, if you bite it, if you press it, it's literally pani jastai auncha ke. It's literally sugar syrup matre halcha ke unharle cake ma. And there's a difference between a moist cake is not the same as a juicy cake. Moist. And then people, it's a moist cake, but then Nepali people, like a lot of my customers like cake like dry bhayo bhanera ke. So I've been like, that's been a challenge also, okay? Trying to educate or trying to introduce and like sell a product that is actually like the true thing, okay? That has actually been corrupted by other producers. So yeah, that's been a challenge as well. Like I remember when we started our chocolate cheesecake, I think we were the first ones. I don't know about aru mancherhale banauncha, So I remember one of the places that we used to supply at, I think, like Kunsani, I got a call from one of the guys saying like, they are asking why the cheesecake is not white, okay? And I was like, this is a chocolate cheesecake, like there's chocolate in the cheesecake, in the cream cheese. And then it's like,
education.
what is like, but then yes, you have to start from the grassroots, I guess, no? Like chocolate cheesecake, like kino brown, because it's chocolate. That's why.
Recently, some dessert khane, jasto chalan thiena ni.
But now it's gone up, like it's blown up like anything.
As far as I know, the only dessert you'll ever find is a fucking black forest cake. That's all, and that's moist or I don't know what the hell.
Right.
I was like wet. Jalebi, rasbari.
Yeah, but John traditional is Jerry, no? Jerry.
There was this one place that had good cheesecake, Imagode.
Yeah, they still, I still think that's one of the best cheesecakes in Kathmandu.
And
like big cheesecake.
Anyone has the crave one, chocolate mousse cake. That's pretty decent.
Yeah, I've been seeing them online.
Yeah,
that's the only one I remember. And the fire and ice with the swirly the ice cream balls.
Soft serve, just a gelato. Is it a gelato?
I don't know what it is. But that was good. I mean, the dessert was for
What's the difference in the gelato and the ice cream?
I think a gelato is like heavier. It's like it's got egg in it.
Oh yeah, I thought it was the other way.
Or lighter. I don't know. Or
I think it's lighter. It has less fat or something.
I don't know, because one of them too, like traditionally, like ice creams have like egg in it, egg like to custard banaera telai to freeze garcha. But I don't know, man. Actual technicalities because I don't do ice cream. So.
Vegan cake ma ke halcha thanda halena bhane.
Vegan cake ma ta ani dairy pani halnu milen anta no butter. So then
icing mate.
Icing also actually nowadays is like modern, so you get like dairy-free whipped cream. So like it's like ready-made in a pound. So you get cream that you can whip, but that's made from like I guess. Has a like it's a acquired taste. God,
you do vegan stuff, no? Right?
Yeah, like I don't hate vegan people. Yes, I do. Like on special request, like that's what. So it's been a challenge. You're coming on a menu also because trying to decide on a menu has been.
Or is it trying to decide a market, like target customers?
Because I like to like experiment, So sometimes my customer will say, "Can you make this?" So I just make it, and if I like it, I put it on the menu. So it's like it's majorly like customized.
Yeah. So you're pretty flexible, right?
Yeah.
Some people be like, I know, I'm
Only thing that we don't do at all is that we don't use fondant. Do you know what fondant cakes are?
I will act like I don't know.
Rubber.
So basically, like you see cakes online that have like these fancy as like sculptures, no? Not to tear bhako pani, but basically it's like
wedding cakes.
guys. Okay, yeah. I guess that is traditionally it. So basically it looks like aata jaste ke bhayro. Smooth dekha ni. So and when you cut it, if it looks like it's like this clean layer, I don't use that at all.
It's the TLC
Yeah. Competitions. Yeah.
There's a layer that doesn't even look edible.
Yeah. So it's basically like sugar paste. Yeah. And it's really expensive and also it doesn't taste good. Yeah, it doesn't taste. Nobody eats that. I don't
That's why it's the sponge for me.
Yeah, sponge and the filling and the cream, right? Yeah. So what is your guys' favorite dessert?
Dessert first.
I'm going to get cancelled, okay? Like this. Nepotism. मेरो भाउजूको I swear. मलाई दिदीले पठाएको के एउटा दिनु न like that. No, but what is your favorite? Like one dessert that you can eat anytime. Like somebody wakes you up from your sleep. Divis, you want to eat this? You'll be like, okay. Or do you guys not like dessert that much? Cheesecake. Okay. Baked cheesecake.
I don't know the difference.
Okay. Cheesecake. Waffles.
Waffles. I like mud cake. Like thick. Okay. But not too sweet, like dark mud cake. Not too heavy also. Thick go like crust mazako bhako हैन all that. अस्ति मैले एउटा कुनै खाना नाम बिर्से मेरो दिदीले ल्याइदिनु भएको. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Talking about Sunny, होइन सन्दिन अब स्कुलमा है एकखेप आई रिमेम्बर के हामी सस्पेन्ड भएको थियो क्या अन्त हामी सिक्किम गएको थियो होइन सस्पेन्ड भएर फर्किँदा हामी ढिलो आयो क्या प्लस झुट बोलेर क्या स्कुलमा स्कुललाई फोन गरेर हामीले चाहिँ सिक्किम अब मन्थ एन्ड आउटिङमा चाहिँ हामी सिक्किम गयो ग्याङटक
Like that was the day outing?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We went to Gangtok.
Wow.
होइन
How many hours outing did you have?
सुन्नु न obviously ढिलो हुन्छ that's looking for trouble. We came back to Darjeeling and on our way back up Lapchu we called Father Alex.
Oh my god, I know this.
And we called them and we said like
got into an accident.
Yeah, we lied basically telling the authority of boarding school को authority हाम्रो चाहिँ एक्सिडेन्ट भयो त्यही भएर हामी ढिलो हुँदैछ है टाइप्स क्या अब अभियसली तिनीहरू त स्कुलमा त अब सक हुन्छ होइन उनीहरू त फोन गरेर फुल इन्क्वायर गरेको छ क्या कहाँ एक्सिडेन्ट भयो लास्टमा त कहाँ पनि एक्सिडेन्ट भएको छैन हो स्कुल फर्किँदा चाहिँ पर्खिरहेको रहेछ टिचरहरू ढोकामा हामीलाई धुलाइ हुनु झुट बोल्छस् खालके हुन्छ नि फुल धुलाइ स्कुलको बाहिर 4-5 घन्टा निल डाउन रातिको 1 बजीतिरसम्म ब्रो निल डाउन गराइदिएको मिड नाइटसम्म हामीलाई तर पनि एन्ट्री गर्नु पाउँदैन जहाँ टाउन जहाँ जेसुकै घर खालके क्या सो बेसिकली वी आर सस्पेन्डेड वी फाउन्ड सम चिप होटल इन टाउन फर द्याट नाइट एन्ड वी ह्याड टु रिपोर्ट ब्याक टु स्कुल वाइल आवर पेरेन्ट्स वर कल्ड द नेक्स्ट डे के टु टेक अस होम बिकज द्याट वाज नट डन राइट लाइङ अन टप लाइङ अब इन्सेन लाइक अब एक्सिडेन्ट भयो के भनेको होला है लास्टमा देन आई वाज लाइक माई ग्रान्ड मम केम के अब हुन्छ नि तमासा अब होइन सनिम भएको चाहिँ को आइदिएको भन्न अब हाम्रो साथीको हुन्छ नि अब मेरो खालिङको मम आयो मेरो ग्रान्ड मम सनिमको चाहिँ नेहा दिदीको पेरेन्ट्स आइदियो
That's how I know this story. Because my mom
that's not fair हुन्छ नि अब he's not feeling the consequence like us like उ त अब चिल नि अब तपाईँ घर बतासेमा होइन
my mom
went
yeah
अब they're not even related then it's like दाइको गर्लफ्रेन्डको मम आइदिएको
that's what
he's least bothered अब होइन अब मेरो चाहिँ बोजू आएर अब हुन्छ नि अब पिस्टफ खालिङको मम पिस्टफ होइन कसको के आयो है पेरेन्ट्सहरू सनिम अब आफ्टर यु rendezvous in school after the suspension is done होइन
no lesson learned
सनिम त अन्त के भन्थ्यो र म त चिल थिएँ यार लाइक हुन्छ नि आन्टी न्यादीको ममले मलाई ओभर सबै केही भनेन होइन एकदिन
what will she say
म चाहिँ आई रिमेम्बर सिलगढीमा हुन्छ नि गाली मात्रै खाएको हुन्छ नि मच्छरको धुप पनि नदिएको बोजूले you deserve it types क्या
but he always tells this story के he was like अनिम दाइले भन्दा नि मैले भेटेको नि फर्स्टमा नेहादीको प्यारेन्ट्स
त्यो पनि सस्पेन्ड भयो
yeah my mom likes like she still says like yeah, it was like what an embarrassing thing I had to go like you see because we have never been suspended so she's like she's never been in that situation where she had to go and she was like it was so embarrassing
she acted as a local guardian
yeah and father kinle pura gali garnu bhacha haina mom lai and she was like oh my god like I don't know I'm just here
I don't even know this game I don't even know if my daughter is gonna make it
that's
why am I taking her all this shit तर होइन she was patient नि मैले देखेँ
yeah bichara yeah what could she do what can you do I don't know Sunny
you've been through a lot
we're so proud of you that you graduated and you're doing so well
really man अब कहिले अहिले त नयाँ छ होइन take your time and come I would say
yeah
safe
त्यही त
is
one of the safest places on
COVID ko
New
and even otherwise also apparently it's one of the least corrupt places apparently
Nepal is the least bothered they're having concerts there we're having concerts too
have you guys been going for these like clubs and all okay
clubs
this is crazy like how are people going like I don't understand
it's pretty scary
I don't know man
I don't know अब party
party don't stop
do you guys miss it do you guys miss
everyone's a mom some ladies are trying to get there so
it's too soon dude
no you know what I mean right like people are looking for action I think
for action yeah
so you know where's the action clubs you know where they're drunk and
but they are planning to cancel all events you know like Holi is coming up and they are planning to cancel all the parties and stuff
that's what I heard I don't know, man. I feel like if you do that, people get more frustrated, man.
Do you guys miss it though?
We don't, but
going to clubs.
There are people
Clubs,
who
no?
party.
I
like
rarely went to
lockdowns.
clubs.
It's a lockdown. What do you mean?
I thought you were asking, do you miss lockdown?
Oh no, who miss lockdowns?
No.
Sometimes I
it's
do
like-
miss lockdown पनि यार. Like chill थियो नि life.
It was so quiet, right?
Chill
It's
घरमा
too quiet.
आराम
सफा थियो नि environment
है?
पनि।
कस्तो?
यसो बाटोमा हिँड्दाखेरि नि खाली मजा आउने के लाइक के गरेन छ र त यति हिँड्ने मात्रै रहेछ मजा आइरहेछ यस्तो लाइभ जान्थ्यो म घरि केटाहरूलाई देखाउँदै ए म बाहिर छु है द्याट वाज लाइक अ वियर्ड फ्लेक्स फर मी है तर मजा आउँथ्यो इट वाज लाइक होइन बिजनेसहरू त लस भयो त्यो त होइन तर द्याट्स डिफ्रेन्ट टपिक तर मजा आइरहेको थियो मलाई चाहिँ लकडाउनमा आनन्द भइरहेको थियो कस्तो म डिप्रेस फिल हुन्थ्यो खासमा
There are some businesses that did so well, like pharmacies or whatever, online deliveries, I know. They
Sorry,
did so well.
Talking about business, I wanted to ask this Agi. We mentioned briefly your business because of lockdown has suffered. I wouldn't use the word suffered. Some amateur competitions have showed up.
I wouldn't say competition is competition, bro. Like I'm not going to diss it like that.
Sorry, okay.
Because competition is competition.
Okay.
They're eating away at my market, so
Okay.
yeah, because it's the rise of the home baker.
YouTube bakers, I know. Like us, मैले भने नि अब
if I went online and looked for how to make samosa, so then I took away Anganko competition like that, in a really small way like that ni. अनि त्यसरी नै
nibbling away.
Yeah, त्यही त now we hardly go out for Korean food because because everything you get saman, so आफैले बनाउन सक्छ, and then it's like oh you get अझै मासु and अझै for that money हुन्छ नि yeah बसी घरमा, so it's like I guess it's the same thing, no?
But people go out for the ambience too, you know?
I guess, but then the lockdown has changed people's perspective a lot also about ambience also ni. Now it's like don't you get nervous when you get it's slightly crowded? I feel like automatically you get a little bit nervous, okay? Although you enjoy it.
I feel like duita sides like this, man. People who are like you and now like concerns and all, because you just have a newborn baby.
Yeah.
So people
And
like
some people are looking to get some.
But then there are some people who are like frustrated के घरमा बस्दा कहिले त्यो रेस्टुरेन्टमा गएर खाऊँ भन्छन् घरमा छ तर पनि रेस्टुरेन्टमै गएर कहिले खाऊँ भन्छन् छ के
हैन त्यस्तो त तर see we have also been going out but then being careful about it because obviously apparently it's a term, it's called lockdown fatigue. You get so exhausted by just staying indoors, okay?
Yeah.
That you're even just for whatever sake also ma एकछिन बाहिर जान्छु supermarket भए पनि that way हुन्छ नि, that is also human interaction you're craving, no? So we do go to restaurants but you just you choose that you'll sit outside or you because it's sort of you're doing a compromise
So
somewhere.
your customers are trying to settle with these new competition because they offer simpler, more cheaper options regardless of the taste being compromised.
I don't know if they're cheaper. I don't know if they're I don't know what they are because I haven't tried their product, I know. But it's just competition is competition and it's flooding the market and there are so many options here. I know a close friend of mine started her own baking business during the lockdown, okay? And mero bate contacts are liera, but then but it's okay, it's cool.
What do you mean?
Suppliers or whatever, and then it's cool. But then
Snake.
But her target is, I guess, you have your own niche, but
that's what they all say too.
I guess
at the end, I'm not going मेरो niche छ नि बिच्चाको नदेऊ न तिमी. You're a snake.
No. Take it back.
No, that's my opinion.
Yeah, that's your opinion. Yeah.
I don't even know that person, but
yeah, you don't.
Sounds like a snake to me.
It's just but then that ways there are so many baking thing because it's if you can make the cheesecake that you like, why would you go out and buy it, right?
Because it's boring to bake.
I guess.
So how did you coming back to your baby, how did you name her Zuri?
Oh, that was just pure ekdam full credit to Neha Grg Shrestha मेरो बुढालाई एकदम he spent 9 months looking for thing obviously because he's so creative and he's my baby has to have unique name like that. Ani so we decided on the name Zuri, which I thought was very nice because it's easy to say and
it's the
short and
song हैन
हजुर
Zubi-dubi भन्ने
Zuri.
No, that's not the song. That's Zubi Dubi Zubi.
sorry.
So basically, that was the name we decided on. अनि एक महिनापछि मैले इन्स्टाग्राममा देखेँ क्या फेरि लाइक देयर वाज अ क्लोथिङ स्टोर इन काठमाडौँ बाई द सेम नेम क्या
I have a
Yeah.
friend named Zuri.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like, see, crazy. Like, till then we thought it was damn unique, I know.
It is unique.
But then, yeah.
Like that was that's the second.
Yeah, but my...
How do you spell it? Z-U-R-I?
Yeah, Z-U-R-I.
ZURI?
Yeah.
That's cute.
It was ZHURI.
Zuri.
Zuri.
Like, Huri Batas types. Huri.
Zuri.
Zuri.
What does it mean?
It means beautiful in Swahili or something. So we get like lots of like old people make fun of us a lot, huh? Because they're like, we are not Swahili, whatever. Like,
But the old people are gonna.
Zuri, Wakanda. I get that.
I guess so.
Zuri.
But like, on the other hand, I have a friend whose baby's name is Neo. So I'm like,
Neo! That's a good name, eh?
like,
Neo.
It's like,
Yeah.
Which Neo Tara?
The-
So sick of love songs are like
no,
Neo!
the Matrix one.
Matrix
Neo.
Matrix Neo. Neo.
She also has a baking business.
Okay. What's the second name of Neo? It matters, right? Like you can't be like Neo
I'm not gonna say it.
Pandey or something. Sorry. Like,
Even I don't know.
friends.
Even I don't know. Even I don't know what his last name is because it's quite complicated, and it's in fact somebody you guys know. So just
Yeah, how was life growing up in Darjeeling?
thank you,
Change the
Rishabh.
subject.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Mount Roman. You went to like convent, right?
Saint Helens.
That's
yeah,
a convent.
yeah.
So Agi, I meant to say Agi Tabai, when you said you jumped over to MH, you know, it was a kind of aligidi adjusting पर्यो भन्दै थियो नि किनभने अब you didn't know how you perceived yourself.
Yeah, that's what. And then it's like exactly at the time where I was just being
You're a convent, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think the nuns have something to do with that? In convent, the way they cage you people in St. Helens specifically.
cage.
They literally, bro. I had friends in St. Helens, and no, okay, costo चाहिँ अब
I don't know. I guess it's like all our entire schooling system. No, don't you guys think that?
No,
Yeah.
Because we grew up in the similar.
अर्कै लेभलमा थियो.
And त्यो पनि होला.
SCC पनि त्यस्तै थियो नि
आउटिङहरू पनि नपाउनेहरू रहेछ नि होल इयर
Yeah, there's no outing. You have
There's
no
no
outing.
outing.
No.
But there's nothing to do in Korsiang पनि
आम्बो या
True.
म कर्समा एक्चुली हामी त्यो क्रिकेट म्याचको लागि गएको थियो भिक्टोरियामा होइन क्रिकेट म्याच क्यान्सल भयो एन्ड त्यो टिचरलाई गो आउटिङ फर 1 आवर होइन के भने एउटा मार्केट होइन लाइक भित्र गयो
पार्किङ हुन्छ पार्किङ लट होला हैन
के गर्ने 1 आवर कसरी बिताउने के 1 आवर अनि तल गयो अनि फाइनली साइबर क्याफे हेरेँ होइन अनि ल अब साइबर क्याफे त गइदिउँ भने भित्र गएको त दाइ इन्टरनेट छ भाइ इन्टरनेट छ कम्प्युटर छैन अहिले
किनभने
there's nothing to do in Korsiang पनि
त्यो पनि त्यो मात्रै हैन लाइक इन्टर स्कुल इन्टरेक्सन हुँदाखेरि पनि क्या
Yeah, that's what. And like,
लाइक लेटरहरू पनि यु क्यान राइट टु देम इन स्कुल देल चेक हैन अब सरप्राइज चेकिङहरू हुने लाइक
so like weirdly like oppressive. Yeah.
त्यस्तो सेन्ट हेलेन्समा आउँदा थाहा चाहिँ मलाई त्यस्तो भएको
I don't know, man. Like generally, I feel
I'm not
like
trying to
that.
put them down or something, but the nuns were pretty like hands-on with, like too के भन्छ micromanage गर्ने जस्तो.
I guess, yeah, controlling.
एकदम
yeah.
अन्त मेरो साथीहरु पनि भन्दै थियो त्यस्तो किनभने once after they jumped out of St. Helens into high school at other places, they had difficult time adjusting.
Yeah, I guess so, because you have like a very like I think that's true. I hadn't really thought about that up till
You know,
like
a
now.
controlling factor. I've seen some friends, some people, even some like people who come and train with me at my place or like work. I always want to know the person go psyche also a little bit, like where they come from, how they like psychological health कस्तो छ हैन. And most people, I don't want to take names, there are some people who are really uncertain about themselves. Alright? And I asked like, why is it like that? And they like I somehow find out that when their upbringing and अति controlled थियो के. The parents or their like let's say guardians in school, those nuns, right? They're your guardians. When they're too control freak, they cannot make
decisions for their own
simple decisions. Like they're unsure.
Yeah.
Whereas
You
like
tend to doubt yourself.
yeah, a little bit. Whereas when I then compare that to myself, my mom and like my mom especially, she's like, do whatever the fuck you want, just come home. Like at the end, don't die. Like, basically, that
Don't
was-
die. Come back alive.
Cut off whatever the fuck you want, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just don't die. don't die before me, basically.
Okay.
And that I feel like I can make decisions. I'm not saying I make the right decisions all the time, not us two, even these two people. I know how they are brought up. Like SAS, MS, this too canon. They can send a lens one. I get triggered in that way.
Oh. That makes sense. I don't know, because I haven't really thought about that until now. Like, you putting it in that perspective, that's so true. But then on the other hand, I have parents who are extremely, like, they've treated me as an adult since I was a kid. Like, that's another extreme, I guess. They don't, like, so I've always been like very not responsible, but I've always been very conscious about the decisions I make, because I have an older brother who is 11 years older than me. So it's literally a generational gap. So we have nothing in common, I know. So when I was growing up, and of course I'm a tea garden kid. I grew up in the tea gardens because no. Anyways. So basically I grew up in the tea garden, I know. And my brother used to study in Guthal's because my dad is also Guthal's alumni. So my brother was in Guthal, so he would come back when school bata chutti hundakeri, and you have your bedding, you have your name on everything, like everything huncha ni, and mom gives him so much attention when he comes home, like special food is cooked, like I'm like, where is he coming from, like where is this place, like dami hola boarding school. So I'm like, mom, dad, like I want to go to boarding school, like huncha ni, where is this place, even I can go. And they're like, okay. So they sent me, and then so mom and dad, they were posted in like this tea garden which is near Jorthang, Takbar banne.
Raw place.
Yeah, man.
It's a raw place.
And I was 4 years old. Right, त्यति बेला.
त्यो देशको केटाको नि यो चाहिँ टकबर केटा चिनेको छ है.
हैन त्यो टकबर भन्दा पनि अझ पनि तल हो के. Right before you reach Jorthang के.
अझै खोजको.
अझ पनि literally it's like. And it's a super shielded environment in another way, in the tea garden, because you're in the bungalow the entire time, right now. So my mom and dad were like, okay, like if she really wants to go, let her go. So malai chai Namchi public school they had just started their boarding. And I remember, like, my mom and dad still tell me, in fact, about this, that when I got out of the car, I just didn't even say bye, I just fucked off, like. They were like, what, our kid, like, I was like, hey, bye. Gaadi bara goye re, त्यसपछि त फर्केर आएन रे न, अनि just like, I guess because I was also like lonely, craving that human connection, no, because you're in the tea garden, like, you don't have any friends, you're just like, and if you need friends, it's like, oh, like nanny ko bachala bolaidine, and then you have nothing in common. It's so weird, right? Like, I can't teach a village kid, like, you want to play Monopoly, like, what the fuck, like, they don't know what Monopoly is. How will gaon ko bacha know?
The victim of Monopoly. Just kidding.
So deep. So deep. Yeah, Tej. So I guess, yeah, true. Like, it's like, so basically we cannot relate on any level. So I guess my parents were like, oh, okay, kid makes sense, let's send her. So then I went, and then first time the मैले buy पनि भनेर नै, तर Easter ko holiday हुन्छ नि, the first holiday, right? And then after that, I just didn't want to go back because I was like crying हुन्छ नि, म नजाने types. But then mom and dad were like, no, you've made this decision and you took this decision on your own and you gotta like live it. So that was like a really good lesson. So I guess my parents have always given me that thing. So it's been a challenge, like coming from an environment, household environment where they treat you so seriously, but then school where again they control you. So it does give you like a lot of conflict, okay? Like, am I like, so I do tend to doubt myself a lot.
We're all boarding school kids.
Yeah, that's what.
We have this way of thinking, especially, I mean, hills that day schooling kids, they won't understand, I feel. Because we've missed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's what.
Like, it's not a regret or something, it's just how it is. You know? Like, we gotta adapt and bend flexibility.
How was your experience here?
It was first time SAS जाँदाखेरि hostel
at Mount Ramon from SAS.
अलिक गाह्रै भयो ट्रान्जिसन गर्न because like.
How old were you?
High school.
म 10th सम्म चाहिँ SAS मै थियो अनि 11-12 चाहिँ MH मा थियो. So first time अब त्यो केटीहरुको अलिक अप्ठ्यारो लाग्ने खानै नसक्ने.
That's what I'm talking about, like simple things like that.
म त मेरो स्कुल ड्रेस एक हप्ता लाग्छ रे हैन. I had to wear the normal
clothes.
एक हप्ताको लागि birthday boy जस्तो हुन्छ नि
झन् मेरो फर्स्ट विकमै हैन लाइक डाइनिङ हल हाम्रो अन्डरग्राउन्ड थियो नि सो आई स्लिप्ड एन्ड फेल के
Oh my god, that was the worst. That hall is so
फेरि हामी क्लास 11 हैन वी आर द सेकेन्ड लास्ट क्लास टु कम के एभ्रीवन इज वेटिङ फर अस हैन प्रेयर हुन आँटेछ उठे यस्तो I tried cool.
We always had the problem of skirt flying up. Because there's a draft coming and you have to like hold your skirt and then sometimes you slip and fall. It's like railing samadni ki dress samadni.
This
is so disgusting. It has like weird ass like grease coating some shit on it.
It's always slippery, eh?
It's always wet and slippery.
Moist.
It's got this weird smell, like I don't know.
The
like,
dining hall smell.
Yeah.
To class अब
दालहरु पनि जारमा दिन्थे हैन त
Yeah. You guys had like you guys had like really good food, right?
पचाउँदैन भन्नु
They had really good food.
Yeah. We had our own bakery.
अनि bread आफै बनाउँथे रे.
Bro, हाउडे थियो.
अनि told me
it was good के कस्तो
No, Tej you don't know.
Like you started from there.
But the father किन्नेले राम्रो बनाएको.
You started from the bottom.
हाउडे थियो नि. Father किन्ने आएपछि मात्रै
Yeah, after father came here, हो त.
पहिला त कन्ड
Why would they take and they charge so much money, right? Like, and I feel like all the boarding schools, right?
NPU is the most value for money.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But that's only after Father King came.
Yeah.
That's only after Father King.
No, SAS was $60,000 a year for hostel guys.
Yeah, NPU is value for money means you gotta get value also.
SAS say out
60,000 the word.
But NPU was like 80,000 something.
On the body there.
But SAS had everything NP had ni. Maybe more.
Did you have your own bakery?
No.
Oh shit.
And the bread say lot of. Bro, lot of भन्ने चाहिँ हाम्रो एउटा बेरो दाजु थियो कि बेरो दाजुहरु कस्तो हुन्छ है एउटा दाजुको अब हुन्छ नि बिहान ब्रेड सेटले दाजु एउटाको नाम चाहिँ अहिले नेभर फर्गेट त्यो जहिले पनि खाना माग्यो सरी पार्टमा ल्याङ्ग्वेज कि त्यो ब्रोलाई जहिले माग्यो भने चाहिँ ब्रो भाइ भोलि ल भन्दै कि नामै त्यसको भोलि भोलि दाजु दाजु एन्ड देन द सेम दुड वान डे चाहिँ त्यसलाई पुरा भएछ क्या अब हामीले बेसी भोलि भन्यो भनेर हुन्छ नि दाजु आज ब्रेडै भन्दा कि भाइ नसुर् त ब्रेड त लट अफ छ नि
But don't you love that about Darjeeling हाम्रो like Nepali language? Like we always talk about के भन्छ bread pav roti. Cap topi. Boot juta. Bulldog kukur. Love that. Yesterday we were just talking about like how Ambo is like so iconic. Like it's amazing. It's almost like equivalent to fuck. Like how you can use like how versatile fuck is in the English language. Ambo is like any situation like. You can use it, okay? Yeah. Like it fits in everywhere.
Tone mara chahiye. Ambo.
Ambo is closer to
Ambo. I guess, yeah.
The Ambo is more versatile.
More versatile.
Ambo.
You can copyright that shit.
Ambo गरेछन् होला.
अहिले हामीले
GGP team guys.
No Ambo भन्ने मान्छेले Ambo भन्ने.
मेरो अफिसमा भन्दाले चाहिँ
Ambo. Love it.
They should have an urban dictionary or something.
कुन क्लास देखि पढ्यो SAS?
6 7.
म KG देखि जोइन गरेँ है.
SAS? Ambo.
So you were in boarding since KG?
Till high school.
Till high school.
10.
Till you, okay.
Till bachelor's भन्नु. हस्टलै भन्नु.
Yeah, so same as me. मेरो त झन् LKG, UKG also. Ambo.
KG मा थियो. अनि त्यतिखेर मेरो ड्याडको कजन्सहरु उता थियो कि के अरे कालिम्पोङमा अनि I had no idea I was going to study there भनेर अब यतिकै घुम्न लाग्यो
SAS चाहिँ KG देखिन SAS छ KG छ SAS मा
for some weird reason KG छ हैन UKG छ हैन तर LKG छैन के it's like that
SAS मा जन्मे जस्तो रहेछ त
I had UKG LKG in NPS Namchi Public School then I moved to St Helens
but until I didn't know about I was going to study there भनेर कुनै के एक्जामको लागि लग्यो हैन म चाहिँ पुरा टक्सिडो लगाएर
केजी मा
like a ball.
I don't know why.
त्यसलाई चाहिँ हालै स्यास भयो
I don't know why, but त्यतिखेर I was like damn fascinated with dingo boot, tuxedo, bow tie.
So
Anyway,
cute.
you got a photo of this.
I have.
Please, yes.
I gotta see this, man.
अनि इक्जाम दिनुपर्छ म थाहा छैन अब इक्जाम हुँदैछ भनेर के को लागि इक्जाममा के भनेको छैन भन्यो होला थाहा छैन मलाई अनि त्यसपछि गयो होइन सास गयो लाइक बिग प्लेस होइन लट्स अफ पेरेन्ट्स विथ देयर किड्स अनि एउटा रुममा पठाइदियो मलाई एउटा त्यहाँ एउटा गट्ठे दाजु नि गणेश दाजु भन्ने त्यो दाजुले हातमा चाहिँ लग्यो एउटा क्लासमा म चाहिँ हिरो जुन न
In your tuxedo.
डिङ्गो बुट लगाउँछ अझै अनि त्यसपछि एउटा क्लासमा हालिदियो अब त्यतिखेर आई केम फ्रम काठमाडौँ होइन अब लाइक 4.5 years अनि यहाँ 1 वर्ष पढेको थिएँ कि अनि त्यो पनि यहाँ गीत मात्रै गाएर बस्थ्यो दिनभरि एबिसिडी पनि होइन लाइक नेपाली कुनै के गीतहरू गाएर बस्थ्यो अनि त्यहाँ पुग्यो म तर नेपालको नेसनल एन्थम थाहा थियो त्यतिखेर त्यो श्री 5 भन्यो
मलाई त्यो मात्रै थाहा छ नयाँ थाहै छैन
अनि क्लासमा हालिदियो होइन अनि त्यसपछि फादर स्यामुएल थाहा छैन फादर स्यामुएल भनेको थियो त्यतिखेर अनि हि वाज अब इन्भिजिलेटिङ द एक्जाम अनि के लेख भनेको ब्ल्याकबोर्डमा लेखेको थियो होइन मलाई के थाहा छैन अब के लेख्ने नम्बरहरू पनि थाहा छैन के मेरो साइडमा एउटा बिचरा प्रसाद भन्ने केटा थियो कि सब सार्दै मैले त्यसकोबाट अनि पास भइदिएँ होइन अब के लागि पास भयो पनि थाहा छैन
When you were 4.5. That's pretty good age.
I just copied everything about whatever he had written.
Very enterprising you were in your tuxedo.
It's business, bro.
I don't remember giving exams till class 4 or 5, man.
This was the next day, no? Next day, my mom started like, "Abu mo janchu la." I'm like, "No, no, I'm sorry. I know mo janchu timi yaha basnu parcha." I'm like, "What?" म त अब त्यहाँ उहाँ रुन थालेँ होइन नेक्स्ट डे अब यतिकै एन्ड माई कजन्स अल देयर होइन उनीहरू चाहिँ अब आई वाज गोइङ टु स्टे ब्याक विथ देम अनि त्यो त्यतिखेर देयर वाज न अब कसले पनि रिजर्भ गाडीहरू गर्थ्यो देयर वाज त्यो गोटे गाडी अनि लाइक वेयर एभर युर अब इफ युआर अन द वे होइन त्यसले पिक यु अप फ्रम देयर त्यस्तो खाले गाडी हुन्छ नि सिट बुक गर्नुपर्ने खाले कि त्यस्तो थियो एउटा अनि बिहान 6 बजीतिर होइन मम्स अल प्याक्ड अप सामानहरू लगेर म पनि खुसी हो म पनि जाने हो कि भनेर गइरहेको छु होइन त्यसपछि गाडी आयो म त रोको गरिरहेको थिएँ होइन अनि त्यसपछि मैले मम्मीलाई जानै दिएँ नि अनि मेरो मम्मी चाहिँ एकछिन म यहाँ सिट छ कि छैन हेर्छु ल ठ्याक्क के भयो अहिले त
कुद्नु थालिन्छ गाडीमा चढी
Dysmorphia.
I feel like Tej was never a small kid. He was a kid.
Assembled.
He was
just
like
came
a
out
mature dude, like what's up, you get like okay with his like mature jokes. How did this go, man?
Shit, that must have been terrible for you. Fuck.
Saneem sir. Yeah, okay, Saneem.
Yeah. Shit, I forgot to put it.
You have two surnames in your life.
No, man. My name is Samin.
Hey, sorry. Samin. There's only one surname there, right?
Yes, one and only.
There's only one surname.
They loved Anim so much that they just added one alphabet. Like, literally.
Chori bhago this. Anima.
Sanima Bank. There is no. But apparently, I always thought it was like Sanima, but it's Sanima, right?
Sanima.
Yeah, I guess.
Anti bank.
School ma
I guess.
School ma.
Shit, but Tej, that must have been traumatic for you.
Recovered one.
Sorry, yeah, that's you turned out okay. Defense mechanism. It's like years later, he started Guff Guff Pass, like as a coping mechanism.
Only a tuxedo is at home.
That's what. Oh shit! No, don't even joke about that. Is your blanket like tuxedo printed?
Serious?
Bathroom slippers, dingo boots.
Pencil box
tuxedo.
हाम्रो स्कुलमा एउटा थियो कि केटा
बेबी बस
उचित प्रज्ञान भन्ने पेन्सिल बक्समा हक्दिएको भन्छ
अम्पोछ्या
कस्तो Bro.
Why?
I don't
How
know.
old was he?
Class 3.
कसरी हो
म क्रिएटिभ रहेछ क्लास 3 को लागि
Pencil box मा हाल्दै गरेँ
Maybe he
classमा।
was like, fuck this
अनि
shit.
शेपमा मिलाएर अनि के भन्दै
अर्को छ एउटा झन् उचित भन्ने कि I don't know if I should be taking their name.
That's what you bleep it out.
Honestly, I don't care. किन साथी हो नि त.
Yeah.
They understand this.
Yeah.
Just
And you're a baby or a kid. when
त्यही
you-
त अब अहिले पो पेन्सिल बक्समा हग्यो भने होइन
पाउच पाउँदैन
पहिला चाहिँ
शेप पनि मिलेर।
उचित भन्नुले चाहिँ झन् गम्बुटमा हग्दै गरे
आम्बो
सोच अब
But I think pencil box is worse. I
Precision,
don't know,
come
but
on, pencil
the
box.
precision, yeah, precision in the pencil box is like
गम्बुट bro
गम्बुट आज के हो नि
is fighter.
Computer at least you have space to like drop it. Pencil box you have to align it.
That's what you're like concentric circle.
अनि you have to move forward it pencil box
But you guys like so Divis, how old were you when you went to boarding school?
I was in the 5th standard
Okay, that's not bad.
That's
Yeah.
perfect age gap.
Yeah, that's
Where,
what.
like I was no at a days boarding then the better half say I was with friends
Okay.
but I needed that a little
Yeah.
when I heard KG that's like a lot man like I don't know that's
Bishop also?
I was
म
not
त
necessarily
3 4
Okay.
hostel मा थिएन त मेरो ड्याडको
cousins or something
Oh, so you used to stay at home.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
स्वयं त नि झन् केजी बेथनीदेखि स्कुलमै थियो
My mom the day hostel ma. Yeah, so the LKG, that's what Namchi Public, that's what I went. Since I was a kid. And that too I chose to go, okay? So imagine like it's just
मन त्यस्तै भइरहेको छ man दाइले
decisions.
decisions नेपाल
दाइले जे गर्नु त्यही गर्नुपर्ने है
decisions
Get married.
11
Have a
वर्ष
baby.
म बोय स्कुलमा पढे बल्ल एन्ड कोएडमा केटाहरू त होइन हामी एन्टी गर्ल्स हो
Yeah, what is with MH guys and like being so weird about girls, man? So unhealthy.
I had a friend
Unhealthy.
who had like a anti-panty in a group and he's married अहिले he's married अहिले
I love that anti-panty. Oh my
and
god.
he was like
Maybe I think you should start
Wakanda forever
हामी
भने
चाहिँ एन्टी गर्ल्स हो बल्ल बल्ल
what if we started
But there was
playing
a weird
this
thing,
called
man.
anti-panty?
Like MS मा जाँदाखेरि अब like guys are teaching me like यो केटीहरु चाहिँ डे गर्नु ठिक छ यो केटीहरु चाहिँ हुँदैन है reputation बिग्रिन्छ no what the fuck
What
For us त
reputation?
actually everything
त्यही
was
त
weird.
मलाई त बालै थिएन like I was like
And then like when you're that's another thing about boarding school, right? That fucks you up so much in the head that you think like everything is that reputation, and then you know
Staying
that's
reserved.
that's the popular girl.
बदनाम चाहिँ
त्यही त Johnny, we were in the
kid to boarding school
I don't know, man. Like we've been having intense discussions about this. Like, bichara, she's not
you
even
should
one.
send them for like 1 year.
but I think
don't
the time has changed you
know.
can't send them back to the hills I feel
Hills we
Outdated-
can't, yeah, we
outdated
can't
already.
because of the political system. Like I don't know, man.
Just
Like
the
so much
system is
unrest.
outdated, I feel.
Yeah, I
Like,
guess.
like being in the school like हुन्छ नि learning Catholic
The bubble.
Yeah, and also I don't know, like, cause we are like YouTube, like these are like YouTube generation, man. Like what they are,
Homeschooling.
you're gonna get. But I don't know if I have the patience for homeschooling. Okay, a lot of my
but
friends
is
have
it
been.
legit पनि भन्न आउँछ नि question like
के चाहिँ
कस्तो?
homeschool go like you get
I
a
know,
degree
you-
and stuff
You
everything?
still have to like test on the state level, no?
Eh, okay
So even if you're homeschooled, you have like
Syllabus
certain like curriculum that you have to follow. So exam like that's it. You're a state level ko या national level.
यसो नेपालमा जे हुन्छ त्यो बोर्ड एक्जामहरु
किनकि चाहिँ हुँदै रहेछ, I don't know, something.
But won't you like social skills suffer?
I guess that's what I always talk about, like,
त्यही हो,
and then now like me like
You develop, like,
us as
crucial
parents, like you
friendships
so
in
much
school.
that you think about like oh my god, like what if we do this and what if like because you know like oh my god, my parents was like fucked up in this way, so I turned out like this, like I don't want to do this to my kids. Isn't it true? Like everyone, like we are all fucked up in our own ways, right? Like, and there is always like you built your own like defense mechanism, like there's so much that you learn, like so like you are so conscious about it that Animana like she's not even one, but we are like having intense discussion कि अब के गर्ने, like how are we going to put her in school, के हुन्छ, like what's the situation. I don't know, man, it's like so
like
intense.
to talk, right? I mean like discuss
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, that's what.
I've had so many
Intense
conversations,
discussions.
yeah. I remember them in my subconscious, but right now I can't just say what.
Yeah, yeah.
पहिलादेखि सनिमको साथी हो नि त, so he's always been like an elder brother.
Yeah.
to us. So he's always tried to help us, guy, do this, do that, do
Yeah.
this. Bangalore-देखि.
Yeah.
अहिलेसम्म भेट्दाखेरि he's always like
Yeah.
the brother type.
अनि दाइले हैन यसरी छुटेको
Name. त्यो थाई केटाहरूसँग त्यो एउटा थाई केटा झगडा भइदियो
In school? Wow.
He was bullying Sunny or something like that.
Yeah, he was bullying Sanim and their whole batch, like the chain gang, they used to call themselves.
Chain gang, Johnson,
I don't think Anim agreed to that name. Let me tell you, the creative guy that he is, he's not like...
But start
Anim has just come to high school for NP.
He came from Rockville.
Yeah. So, if guys who are there for longer will keep that name, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though you don't have each Aninda, you would have to play along. Like.
I guess so.
So I still remember this vague, idea, memory of that incident. But I was thinking, Aninda is some
But yeah, you all had like some wild stories I hear about him from school. Like that's crazy, man.
About what?
Like
about
shit.
His batch or?
About his batch. They're like crazy, yeah. Not so and about everyone else also.
Yeah.
I don't know. School was
one thing about all this, boarding school we never learned to differentiate. About let's just say about racism is a hot topic now. So I'm like, do you feel like this person is different from us? It's like whoever it is, like
really?
And groupism,
yeah, groupism, especially your own community ko mancheharu. I feel like they would stick together.
I remember this Sikkimese group, Nepal group, Bhutan group,
Bangladesh
group,
Bangladesh
Thai group because like they were
Sikkim guys also to some certain extent Sikkim guys used to mix around with everyone because one of my closest friends was like from Sikkim.
I'm specifically हाम्रो batch भनेको हैन like मैले senior
it's a generic thing that happens I think with everyone.
Just how you
stick your own clan.
Yeah, you kind of
Then the people who the individuals who want to branch out, they branch out. Other one, the insecure fucks, they keep in themselves.
Yeah, that makes sense.
हाम्रो batchमा चाहिँ थिएन त्यस्तो honestly भन्यो भने I'm not just blowing smoke up my own batch guys, but we were the most united types.
Okay, that's good.
And like we never had any fight among ourselves. Can you freaking imagine?
Okay.
Like,
that's pretty cool, yeah?
There's no memory of past a certain age, like class 6, 7.
Okay.
Some of that. So this was we had this mutual respect. It's crazy. And even like bonsai, this I just was like it was something, you know. It's not easy in here, but a bunch of kids like
that's
them united. You know, we had learned mistakes from our seniors, and we had pretty good leaders and all in our batch who, you know, spoke and did stuff. I don't know MH or no costume. You know, when MH was the duita genders on the.
Yeah, that's what.
Like there's ladies and the gents, right? So it's like again unity about diversity. That's it basic. So I don't know how that works.
No, there would be people who would hate each other, but it was never based on
the place where
caste, race, anything like that. This was not based.
Kima based on that. Are you a sharer or are you fucking?
No, this
or like I don't know, man. Like there were these fights where like you're hitting on my boyfriend or like
cat fights.
Yeah, it's a cat fight.
एमए जोइन गरेको फर्स्ट डे थियो हैन डाइनिङ हलमा पर्खिरहेको थियो अनि प्रेयर सुरु हुन आँटेको थियो अनि ठ्याङ भयो के हुँदैछ भने कि दुईटा केटी झगडा परिरहेको रहेछ न अनि केटाले चाहिँ ओइ वुल्फ र हनुमानको झगडा हुँदैछ आशुमी चाहिँ नि छैन वुल्फ र हनुमान चाहिँ नि देखिरहेको म त ल हैन
What?
I won't take names. They were called Wolf. One girl was called Wolf.
Okay.
What is that an initiation process? Because like Mobani, I was second day, my kid was all about it.
Hey.
Sass voice like
I don't know, guys. I don't know, guys.
Cat fight in the sense, like I didn't mean any derogatory.
I don't know.
Cat fight.
Yeah,
I just meant like cat.
No, that's
Cats are serious fighters. That's like tigers, lions. They're the best fighters. I didn't mean cat because
no. I got what you're saying, but then that I used to find that like so odd because we like हाम्रो पनि batch was like that. एकदम मिलिरहेको, especially like high school, but MH मा हाम्रो like usually high school 11, 12. What was we called rebels?
Weird batch names.
Yeah, weird.
What's the batch थियो junior?
Rebels.
Like which year was it?
We graduated 2016.
Same batch.
Yeah, same batch.
I turned it and one in your batch.
Tonnet was my junior. Yeah, one batch junior. Yeah. Jordan.
Same batch with.
I think Jordan is junior.
Funso. I gave Funso. Finso.
No.
You don't know? Oh,
no.
Okay.
Tornado was a bad junior.
त्यतिखेर एमएचमा स्ट्राइक भएको थियो नि
Yeah, that's what I was in that batch.
ए समीर श्रेष्ठ do you know him?
Yeah.
ए
Samir
that guy,
Shrestha
okay.
was once bad senior, I think. So yeah.
के भएको थियो त्यतिखेर लाइक there was a strike or something
So what I know of it was like because that strike was started by the seniors. And त्यति बेला चाहिँ मैले सुनेको चाहिँ was that somebody was sniffing glue or something. Dendrites. In एउटा prefect को room मा. अनि basically they got caught. And the prefect was like also getting like I think suspended or like TC pako. So people are just rebelling against that because they were like, it's not the prefect's fault, and he was not in the room at that time. So it's just that guy went to that guy's room. अब साथी होला के होला भनेर अनि they same like excuse लिएर like they just came up with all these things like we have shitty food, we have everything, like so it just started like everyone had their own thing. And हामी त like oh we're gonna get chutti like let's go types no. So we were in class 11 I think. So yeah, we just went for it. It's okay.
What do you think about the teachers at MHGO?
I honestly, guys, I think like our entire like there were some really cool teachers, I know, but I have like maintained this. Like I feel like our teachers, like the amount of like what our parents expected that education we were getting and what we actually got was pretty shitty. I think. Like I honestly think that I've learned much more from YouTube and like googling shit on my own and reading on my own.
Because what I feel was
I don't know.
Teachers used to fuck with our minds, school money.
There's so much of power play and there's like there's no education. It's like you get educated but like in like fucked up ways, man. Like I'm like little bit anti-school. Like I couldn't wait to get out of school.
NP teacher.
What did you think of Boga?
Fast. Oh my god.
Just saying.
Go back, Simon. Go back, Simon.
No, because I don't like that guy, man. Honestly, I'm a headmaster, senior master.
Why would you hate kids like that? And why would you like? I don't know, man. That was really fucked up.
No, because I find him damn shady, bunny. Like calling girls alone in his room.
Yeah.
There were not just him. There were lots of other teachers also. Like it's like so shady. And like now when I think about it, oh shit! Like we didn't talk about this more. Our generation, guys, like even like our pop, like our idols, like think we had Britney Spears, right? Like she was one of our idols growing up, and like when she was going through a mental breakdown, such a public breakdown, right? And we just like took it for granted. Okay? We were like, oh, she's just going crazy, or like people. That's what the paparazzi, like oileko generation, everyone's like, oh, mental health, and you know, you need to be fit, and you need to be like, yeah, like you know, some days you have bad days, some days you good. There's so many things that like it's much more positive, okay? Now they are more concerned about the environment, they're more concerned about public like mental health. Nobody gave a shit about that. No, like, and people got really fucked up in certain ways, yeah. Like I remember like mero afno batch ko like because in MH like dating was allowed after your 9th grade, right? So these two, like Bangladeshi Sati, like boy and girl, they were taking like a walk after dinner, you know? Not even doing anything. And like what's the most you're gonna do, man, when you're in a public space? Like no matter, that's what, at the most, like okay, even if you're making out, but like that's so, you're a teenager, like hormones or whatever. And
co-ed school.
And you're a co-ed school. Ani kosto piteko yaar. This senior master. He took like this cane and like she had marks all over her back. Like literally, the boy and her. Kosto piteko. Like so not cool. That's not cool. And imagine nowadays, like you're not allowed to do that, right? If parents find out that their kids are getting beaten up, like you know, it's a huge uproar. But like Tetibala, like I guess nobody even like we didn't even think like it was wrong because like okay, like parents lame to like didn't so it's like you just accept it.
I'm nothing just in school money warden like even sir
that's what no, but then did you get it like that?
Sister, I don't even want to talk about it.
I'm sorry.
But you know, I have nothing. I'm thankful she said that. Even though our warden wouldn't have hit us that way, I would have been more notorious. I felt.
Okay.
No, but it also build my pain tolerance level to a more than average.
But they're not hitting you. I don't think they're hitting you in spite.
Yeah, they're not. He was hitting me because
you fucked it up.
Like I fucked up number 1, and my mom told him number 2.
Full permission.
Number 3, he had a high blood pressure.
But then that's not okay, right? Like him having blood. Like no, it's all right. Of course, Divis. Like the fact that you you are like justifying it in a way that okay, like because now you have a career as a fighter, right?
Yes.
So obviously you'll think of it in a like it's really cool that you think of it in a positive way. But like some kids will not be able to handle it.
I honestly feel these generations these days are getting too soft.
Really?
Yeah, come on, Eddie. Like
But don't you think it's important also? Like I feel like there's so many things to be addressed, like as mental health.
You mean mental? I was like physical whacking.
No, but
like,
that affects mental health, right? Like
if
imagine
if you wanted to, you know.
if you're hitting kids who are on like dating on a regular like walk and you beat them up to like a pulp, then in their mind it's like, oh, dating is wrong, it's like unnatural, and then they tend to have like a weird like behavior when they get out of school. Like, don't you think that like it kind of affects is what I feel.
Then the weekend butterfly effect everything, you know.
Okay.
Like everything's a butterfly effect, you know. Like, if this gonna lead to that, I feel if they get whacked, if it's hurting, you know, it's really bad. Like if you went out of the way in this particular case, it must be bad. Like I wasn't there, I don't know what happened. But for me, what I think is if you get whacked, it's a good memory down the lane. Like
I guess
just laugh about it, like rather than thinking, oh no, he hit me back then, and subconsciously you letting it affect you and stuff. Maybe it depends your individualism. Are you? I'm not saying I'm a hard ass or please, far from that. I'm more of a really soft person, but I just feel it. The perception, like I feel as honestly, I feel every generation, we are more softer than our fathers, parents' generation. It keeps going. There's this argument that's
But that's the thing, to make the next generation easier for you.
There's this saying, hard times make tough time make hard people. Hard people make easy times. And easy times make soft people.
Okay.
Then it's a circle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a circle.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Maybe we're going through that circle right now. I don't know.
No, absolutely. No, I understand. Like, see, there's one thing of you being able to take a shitty situation and being able to process it and think of it in a positive way. Okay? But then that doesn't make it okay for that person to behave. Like, I'm not saying like, okay.
I didn't say that too.
Yeah, no, that's what, because this guy was like crazy, right? Like
our
headmaster,
I feel like don't let it affect all the way. Just
no, but that's what like that at that age when kids are teenagers, when kids are teenagers.
It doesn't make it okay.
It doesn't make it okay. I didn't say it. It's just like
no, absolutely what you're saying. That is
Sansarko bigger picture there's worse happening to people.
Exactly.
Some people can't even go to school, let alone getting whacked from a teacher.
No, absolutely.
If you look at it in that context, like, you know, we're being too narrow-minded.
No, that is like, obviously, that's your coping mechanism. Like I said, like that's how you choose to deal with how you're going to go forward. I know. But that was a shitty teacher. That's not a teacher.
He wasn't like, I don't know, right?
Like that guy. Like, I don't know, man. Like, that's not an educator. What are you like, you're not.
That's not.
That's not. That's not.
They're dating. That's
exactly.
Super bad, but
like full, like they had like full rato like welts on their body, man. That's not cool. Like it's not a. I don't know.
We had like serious marks though, like serious marks. Like hockey stick. Like hockey stick. Hockey stick is the shape, isn't all over bombs and back.
It's easier to cope in a boys' school.
Yeah, that's why I don't know. Like it was a boys' school, it was chill. Okay. When there are two genders, then it becomes another equation.
Yeah,
then it becomes like embarrassment and stuff like that comes into play.
Safe
But then
face.
also it depends on like what your mental situation is, you know. If you're going back home to the same kind of shit that you've gone through in school, there's like there's no escape for you know. And then some people get frustrated now.
No, but like just like mental health is important in every phase of your life. It's important, right?
You never know where down the road it'll affect you.
Exactly. I feel like butterfly effect is true, Divis, because it affects it affects everything. No, that's what it affects everything you do, and you affect. Like I will affect everyone I come into contact with, and you will affect like that. No, so it just keeps growing. Like so, like we just need to talk about it more. Like and now Naya generation, I don't know, like softer. Yes, I agree, but then like I feel like that awareness was important. Okay, like talking about like mental health and like just sometimes
No,
just
I feel
accepting
like-
the fact that you have a shitty day.
Yeah, it's just but people now
Simple
get
thing
offended too like fast, don't you think so?
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
Like
like come on.
nowadays or not, I don't know. I don't know if it's a time thing. I don't know.
I don't know if it's a social media thing or every other time online, but
People, it's just the soft people get to voice their opinions out.
Everyone gets to voice their opinion now.
Social
That's-
media, like,
There's a platform
everybody
for
has one.
everyone has one.
But there are some people who would school amounts and they would just like hit you, but then they still, you know, like you know that they still mean the best for you and so they don't hit
That's
you
what,
like
but
this
does
dollar,
that
dollar.
make it okay? Is the point?
No, some people
बुझाउँदै
like
भने-
you know the difference, right? Because the teacher, yeah.
Maybe
But then
you're-
there's some teacher who would like I don't want to name, but like jab bhera ambo pangyabung higam cha de.
So that's not cool,
that's not-
right?
that's
That's
far
not
from
cool.
cool.
That's wicked, man. I'm
Yeah.
That's sick one.
Before I forget, can I say something from the past since I know you?
Yeah.
It's regarding these things, along
Right.
these lines. Yeah. I don't know, I have a pretty decent memory. Like if I have like one moment with someone, I'll remember that. Like I forget everything else, but I remember that moment. Okay, like
Okay.
flashback memory. So I remember this one time when I don't know, it was in no, it was in Teku, I think.
Okay.
And you know, Sunny, like our bunch of friends, we were hanging, and you and I just got talking, and you said, "Have you read Fight Club?" Do you remember? I
Yeah.
don't know. If
I don't remember this
yeah,
one,
yeah,
probably.
you haven't read
Yeah, it's one of my favorite books. So.
Yeah, you asked me that, yeah, and I was like, I've heard of it, but I haven't read it. I still haven't read it, but
त्यो मुभीबाट देखेबाट हो
The movie was based on the book, yeah.
yeah, but I couldn't read it, but I went and watched the movie.
Okay. Did you?
Yeah, I
Okay.
did, a couple of times. And then I remember you telling like, you guys can have something like this. I don't know if you said
Really?
it. Yeah,
Did
no,
I
you
say
said you
that?
didn't mean like that.
Okay.
You said you guys, your group of friends give a certain vibe like that.
Okay.
And I clearly remember that.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know what you mean, like, because I haven't watched it, so I didn't put it into context.
Right.
But you were surprised, like, I was already in high school, I think, then.
Okay.
You assumed I already read about it or watched the movie.
Okay.
at least, And you, what's his name? Tyler, right?
Tyler Durden.
Durden.
Yeah.
He said, you know Tyler Durden and stuff. I was like, no, right? Just go read up on his character and what the movie is about and stuff. And I
Right.
did.
Yeah.
And I got what you meant to say, like, at that point of time. You've forgotten it already, like.
Probably.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favorite books and one of my favorite
and I
authors,
watched it, and I watched the writer, what's his name?
Chuck Palahniuk.
Chuck, yeah, Chuck. He was on Joe Rogan podcast also. I watched that also.
Okay.
And his mindset was
Yeah.
in the book.
He's a
and
fucked up guy, man. He's a fucked up guy.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks for introducing that. It has influenced me in a way by watching the moon. I need to read the book, but
Read the book. Yeah,
Okay.
it's something. Wow, really?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
The book is better, huh?
yeah.
This is one of the few cases where so I watched the movie before I read the book, and like so I already know what happens in the movie, right? But still, when I read the book, I got goosebumps. के जब त्यो रिभिल हुन्छ नि त्यो क्यारेक्टर यस्तो यस्तो I was like, oh fuck, and I'm like, oh shit, I already know this. Like this, like तर पनि that त्यो सानो moment क्या. So he's a very very like such a good writer, okay? And this guy, he's gone through a lot of shit. Like the way he writes in a very demented way where it like appeals to your ekdam raw inside, okay? There's like, it touches like that thing that you can't even talk about, okay? Sometimes you feel something, you don't know how to say it, right? So I feel like this guy is like that. He writes like that. Yeah, but Chuck Palahniuk, like seriously, you guys like gotta read it. Or just watch the movie. Like this is one of the few cases where the movie and the book is almost on par. I don't know, internet comments. I don't know what's going to be. Yeah.
Anyway, it was nice having you, man.
Yeah.
You can keep going, but
Yeah,
then you
no,
gotta
no.
go back to the
Yes,
movie forever.
yes.
But be since I guess we were on the podcast. Yeah, it's so intense, intense topic. Really, so. Thank you so much for.
No, before we end, I just want to say, like, this episode is sponsored by Lit, eh?
Sorry, man.
Lit Rolling Papers. You can get them on cheers.com, and Instagram money follow and Lit Fabulous. Lit as Fabulous, eh? Lit as Fabulous Nepal. So the link is in the description.
So cool, the pre-rolled cones. I
Yeah.
didn't know that this existed.
For the lazy people.
For the lazy people.
Or the girls who just did their nails.
Oh, is it?
Or dudes too.
We don't discriminate, right? Nails are for everybody.
And dessert first.
I'm happy there. Okay, happy there. That's the only thing that's left.
This and this. Good job, you guys.
Thank you so much, yeah.
Thank you so much. Yay.
Hey,
What?
comment.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll go.
Bro. First. Like, the guy who keeps saying
Should I?
first.
Mr. Shakir.
Bro, your dinner चाहिँ like comment राम्रो थियो नथियो भनेर नि we are like giving him because he's been loyal to us.
Consistent.
हैन bro, हाम्रो every time video निकाल्दा he's the first guy to comment हैन, always the first. And Instagram मा नि is very active. Instagram मा नि हामीलाई share गरेर हुन्छ, follow गरेर हुन्छ, YouTube मा every day. So this dinner goes to Prayush Shakya.
Yay,
Prayush Shakya
congratulations.
त office मा थियो सारी हो.
हैन?
अनि how does he
गिटार बोकिरहेको मान्छे हैन?
त्यसै लाग्यो. So Prayush Shakya, man, you can like contact us,
I
right?
hope he's from Kathmandu.
Kathmandu नभने pack food पठाइदिनु नि.
Food
Prayush Shakya, man, check it out. Hey, check it out, right? Text us, please.
अच्छा dessert first मा तपाईलाई order गर्नुपर्ने हो भने चाहिँ कता?
Hey,
On Instagram, guys. And I only take orders on pre-order, minimum of 2 to 3 days. So please message on Instagram because I do everything.
Good things take time.
Good things
What about
take
your
time.
like your stores? Small.
Everything takes time. कहिलेकाहीँ अब if I have it ready, then like हुन्छ नि हुन्छ, but then otherwise
Just खान्छ भने चाहिँ patience.
just message in and then I'll give you an update. If I have something ready, I'll give you. Otherwise, like
Ali, is there any place that you supply regularly or?
we sell brownies and cookies through Sweet Fix. Have you guys tried their popsicles? They
the
make
Sweet
like
Fix,
gourmet popsicles. Yeah, so they sell our brownies and cookies also.
Where are they located?
Online. They have a store in Basantapur.
Hey, okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, they do.
आजकल स्टलहरु चाहिँ गर्ने छैन.
No, I'm not doing a stall, but these guys, Sweet Fix does a stall at Le Sherpa every Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people can get your
अहिले
stuff.
मार्केट जाने हेभी ट्रेन्ड हुँदैछ हैन काठमाडौँमा.
एकदम farmers market happening everywhere,
कुकुरहरु
right?
लिएर. यहाँ तपाईले लिएर कुकुर लिएर जान नयाँ कुकुर. Draco sounds like a guy who goes to farmers market.
Draco sounds like a guy who's a snake who take your contacts.
Yeah, I take that back. Not a snake.
Snake.